Today's video was unplanned and unsupervised. What is up, you guys? Welcome back to another video. My name is Kira if you are new, and today, you guys, I am sharing with you a completely unplanned Aldi haul. I don't know what I was thinking. I knew we were having this weekend getaway. I knew we were going to Houston, but I never thought about checking to see if there was an Aldi in our area where we were staying. But my wonderful husband thought of everything. And when he pulled into this parking lot, my face lit up like a stinking Christmas tree. Like, I was so excited. And then he dropped me off. He went and got gas and got us like drinks and snacks for the road and left me there unsupervised for at least majority of my trip. He came in towards the end, but oh my gosh, you guys, I got all the things and I didn't really need anything. So let me take you down on the counter and I'll share with you what I got this time at Aldi. All right, you guys, there it is, $133.84 of an impromptu Aldi haul. I definitely, once I put it out, felt a little bit better about what I got. Like I mentioned, I felt like things were a lot higher than normal, and I was a little surprised. I have my receipt right here, so we're gonna go over prices this way as I'm going along. I know my prices pretty well from what I get from the other stores. So as we're going along together and I actually look, I wanna compare, and I should be able to figure out whether or not this was good choice making or if this was just more on that impromptu side. But I pretty much only grabbed our favorites because I went there with no idea that I was going there. So like just so impromptu that my mindset wasn't on what am I getting from Aldi. So let's dive in right here over here. And this is like my little bread section right here. I've mentioned to you guys that I absolutely love the bread from Aldi. Like, it is just my absolute favorite, and the stuff from here is usually comparable in price, and it's just as good, if not better, than what I get from somewhere else. So let me take a look and find these things in here. So this is the artisanal bread. I literally love this stuff. This stuff is like the Sara Lee Artisano bread. That typically runs about $3.69 to $3.85, depending on where you're shopping in the stores. Sometimes if you get it at Sam's or Costco and you get two, it'll drop the price a little bit. Walmart by itself, it runs about $3.85. This says it was $2.85 is what I spent. So I got 2 loaves because I usually just freeze my bread. So I'll go ahead and throw that in the freezer. I got the deli rolls. They were $2.49. This is just their brand, the Love and Fresh, but their bread is really good, even their brand. And again, I freeze all of my bread, so I'll throw that in the freezer for a meal. And then I've been craving hot dogs, so I got the brioche hot dog buns. This is the top sliced kind, and those were $3.29. That's probably comparable to Walmart-ish, but I do like their bread better from Aldi. So if it was the same price, I'd rather get it from there. But that is pretty comparable already to what the brioche stuff is from Walmart. And then this is their brioche buns. This is the sesame seed buns, and these were $3.85. These might have been even more than what they are in Walmart. I'll have to take a look. But again, I like the bread better from Aldi, but it's still really good from Walmart. So I'll have to check on this. That might have been like a little off in price. And then I also got the multi-grain brioche buns because this is the ones that have like the everything seeds on them, and that was $3.49. So I thought those would be good for sandwiches. And then let's pop over here to my pineapple. So the pineapple was $1.89. I thought that was a pretty decent price, comparable to anywhere, and I needed some fresh fruit, so I went and grabbed that. I knew I didn't really want to get any chips or anything really like that, because you saw I just got a bunch of stuff like that at Trader Joe's, and even though I love the stuff from here, I stayed away from like our normal popcorn and all of the things just because there was no point in getting it. Even though I was at a specialty store, I don't need like 12 bags of chips in the closet. It's just not necessary. So I didn't get that, but I did see this. It's the roasted sweet corn And Maya and I love any kind of like street corn or sweet corn kind of flavor. So I did just get this one, but that was like it. I had complete restraint. They had so much like pickle stuff and all those things, and I just did not want to get that. And let me see how much that popcorn was, $2.79. So that's a little bit on the pricey side actually for the popcorn. So hopefully that corn thing is good. These Betty Crocker things, I wanted to grab them because I'm filming this on Sunday. This is me coming home from our weekend trip, and tomorrow is Labor Day, so we always have like this big sale inside of our store, and I want to kind of bring in some sweet treats. So a lot of this stuff that I got, sweet stuff, I'm going to bring into the store with me tomorrow. So one of these I'm going to make right now, and then one I'm just going to leave in the closet. But all these Betty Crocker mixes were on sale for 99 cents. So I got the peanut butter cookie brownie. That looked really good. And then just a regular cookie brownie bar. So I'll probably make the peanut butter ones for tomorrow and leave the regular cookie ones at home. But for 99 cents, I thought that was pretty good. You couldn't really beat that. The O-Snap pickles, I always get them here. They're $5.99. It's usually the price they always are, which is a pretty good deal. Even versus Sam's Club. Now, Sam's Club, you get 12, but the price is like 12 and change, so I think you end up saving like a couple of pennies if you were to get 2 6-pack from Aldi, but we still have some. So I just got one of the 6-packs, and then okay, this there was no way I was not gonna go home without this, because this is so unique and this is the kind of stuff that I love. And this hot honey mac and cheese was only $1.79. It's by Chef's Cupboard, so I'm not sure what brand that is, but it's hot honey mac and cheese, you guys. Like, I am all about my hot honey right now, so that sounded really, really good. Okay, so these pasta things, geez. I'm looking at my receipt while I'm doing this, and it's kind of throwing me off a little bit. My fruit strips for the kids. So these were marked down to $3.89. I didn't need them. We still have 2 in the closet. This is one of those things I bent on because I've never seen these flavors before. Definitely summer flavors. Scoop them up because they will not be there the next time I go. So this is they're all non-GMO, and my kids love anything like gummy, fruit snacks-ish. And so I got the mango in the fruit strip, and then I also got the watermelon in the fruit strip. Never seen those flavors. We did have the mango lemonade right now, but I never saw like the mango or the watermelon. So I thought those were cool. Again, I will shove them in the cabinet. They won't go bad, but my kids really love theirs. These marshmallows, 34 cents, you guys, for marshmallows. So I went ahead and scooped those up. Always good to keep those in the cabinet. I use it for a bunch of things, but it's s'more season. My husband loves, when he has like days off and stuff, he'll take the kids in the backyard and they'll do a fire and marshmallows and all the things. And so I got that for that. And then these pasta salads. All right, I want to see on here because they were all marked down, yes, to $1.15, and I got them last time, and I don't know if I told you guys, maybe I didn't know what's for dinner, probably not in a grocery haul, but these things were fantastic. They were perfect little side dishes, and I didn't even think the guys would really eat them. I thought this would be more something I would enjoy, and they all ate every single one of them. So this is the elote one, so it's a corn, parmesan, and like chili lime seasoning one. That one, fantastic, so good. I would buy it over and over again. Then this one was chipotle, so it was a smoky chipotle chili and dried tomato seasoning sauce. And then this one is a dill, garlic, and vinegar seasoning. So it was like a dill pickle. The only difference was I added mayo to mine and it made it a little bit more creamy. They wanted it to be more just like Italian dressing-ish, and it wasn't good without the mayo. So I went back and got that, but $1.15, you could not beat those. These little things, they were on sale too. I'm gonna check exactly because I know that I was surprised that they were that cheap, and I said, okay, for that price, let me, oh no, these ones were a regular price. This is the $3.99. These were the filled croissants. Daryl loves croissants. He loves cheese danishes and stuff, but he likes the ones primarily that have fruit in there. He doesn't usually like ones that are just cream cheese, but that's more of a Danish style. This is a croissant. He really enjoys croissants. And I thought if he doesn't like this, Mason will eat it, or the kids will, you know, have it for a breakfast or something. Paul will eat it. I might even try one. But this I bought primarily for Daryl to give a try for that. But then these cupcakes were 69 cents. 69 cents marked down because they're red, white, and blue, and they're supposed to be for Labor Day. So I'm bringing that into the team tomorrow. How do you beat 69 cents to feed the team for stuff like that? So I went and grabbed that, and then I got some cookies and muffins. Let me find that on my receipt because those were somewhat decently priced. Oh yeah, these 39 cents. 39 cents. See, like, how do you beat deals like that? Again, this is patriotic cookies, so I guess with Labor Day tomorrow, they were marking everything down, but all that's going to go into the team. Like, perfect for Labor Day. I loved that. And then we got the frosted cookies of the pumpkin. These were $3.99, of course, because this is like a new fall item, but I'm going to package some up and throw them in the freezer for the kids, and then I'll put some on the tray that I bring for the team tomorrow. And then lastly, muffins. Where did I see those? Oh yeah, these were only $1.99, which I thought were pretty good. They were marked down on clearance, and this is 2 berry medley and 2 lemon blueberry. So I'm gonna pack these up and throw them in the freezer as well. It's been perfect. I have not really needed to buy a whole ton of stuff. That's why you saw it's the first sweet stuff I've bought really all month, and most of this is going into the team because whatever little things I've been buying, I've just bought all summer long and shoved in the freezer. So I've just been pulling it out for the kids, and it worked out perfect. Okay, so some of these sauces, I thought these would be great, especially since we just tried the butter chicken from Costco, and that stuff was really, really good. And I didn't think my family would enjoy it as much as they did, but they loved it. So I got 1 jar of the butter chicken sauce and then 1 jar of the tiki masala sauce. Both were $2.79. I thought that was a pretty decent price for that. So I will use that for some upcoming meals. Same thing with the pineapple salsa. I really do like their salsa there, and I believe that was a good price as well. $2.45 on that salsa, so pretty decent deal on that. We'll go ahead and use that for a meal. These mac and cheese bites or potato skins, this was even the first cover photo on their Instagram of their new fall items. It's like the hot things to have, and each one was $3.49. So I got that for appetizer nights, and then $4.99 for the chicken melts. These are comparable to the ones that they get at Sam's Club, and I thought these would be good for either the kids for lunches or for hubby for lunches. So I went and grabbed that. English muffins, $1.59, and the kids have been taking an English muffin with them for breakfast in the morning before school, so I grabbed that. 5-pound bag of baking potatoes, $3.59. We were out of potatoes, so I grabbed those. The peach tea, this tea is so good. I'm like obsessed with it, and it's $4.45. It's for the 6th, which is great, and it's so much better than Snapple. And it's like $2 or $3 cheaper than the 6-pack. I mean, not that Snapple is good for you, and neither is this. But if I'm gonna drink one, I think this is better and it's cheaper. So I went ahead and grabbed that today. Some egg rolls. These egg rolls are the best from Aldi. I absolutely love them. They're $3.49. They're better than Walmart's by far. And the last time I tried to get Walmart's, they substituted me for like the Taipei ones, and I don't really like them. So I was happy to grab these because they pair perfectly when we do like a Chinese food kind of night. Fall shaped pasta, I grabbed that towards the end when I was going back to get some footage for you guys, and that was $2.29. So cheaper than the pastas when they do the like specialty pasta at Trader Joe's. This is cheaper than that, but I usually do something fun with the fall shaped pasta for the kids. So I grabbed that, and then I got 2 candles. Their candles were $4.49. Pretty comparable, I guess, for a 3-wick candle, and they smell divine. So this is banana brulee. It smells just like fresh baked banana bread, so that was really good. And then this one was, I think, the best. This was pumpkin cream cookie. They had some other ones I didn't really think were the greatest, but the pumpkin cream cookie, whew, that smells like what those pumpkin cookies are gonna taste like when you take them out, because that's how good that was. $4.49. Again, I thought that was a decent deal for candles. The sparkling cider, that was $2.99. I thought that was pretty good for sparkling cider. I'll enjoy that. This is that time of year for all of that. Our Red Thunder, I am so happy to have those for $3.49 for 4 essentially Red Bulls. We have not had an energy drink since I ran out of these a month and a half ago. So I am happy to have these back. I probably should have stocked up even more, but I did not want to be excessive. So we just got 2, but I really can't speak highly enough about their Red Thunder if you like a Red Bull. And those are the watermelon flavored. And then lastly, I got this guy. So I'll show you. I already have one that I kind of set up for myself, but this is the bag organizer. So it has a spot for the gallon over here, and then sandwich, quart, and snack. I've seen these all over. I could have gotten this a million times, but right over here, I made myself a makeshift one. I think Vanessa gave this to me a long time ago, and I said that I was going to make something out of it. And so I just hung it on the back of the door, and I did have to mount it here because it was like jiggling every time that I opened the door, and that was annoying. And I just took cardboard and I just wrote on it, snack, sandwich, quart, whatever. Had the gallon ones. This sufficed. Like, it made me happy. But since it's mounted and stuff in the door, I don't want to take it off. I want to leave it for the new homeowners. I'm sure they can use it for something, but I don't want to put holes in this door. I'm going to do the same thing for the little bag dispensary thing. I'm not going to take that. It was like 15 bucks. I'll get a new one. I don't want to put holes in the door. So I figured I'll just use this until we leave, and then I'm not even going to take this one out of the package. I'm just going to leave this one right in the way that it is, and I'll take it to the new house. But I thought those things are pretty cool. They've been quite popular. This is meant for a drawer. I'll probably do what I've been doing and just keep it hung on the inside of a door or pantry of some kind. But needless to say, I'll just put that away for when we move. But I'm excited to break that out once that time comes. But all right, you guys, that was my 133 impromptu unexpected Aldi haul that we threw some prices in there for you. All right, you guys, so that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, give it a huge thumbs up. Let me know in the comments below, do you have an Aldi by you? And if you do, what is your go-to #1 favorite product from there? Because I'm definitely starting to really just get into the groove. I feel like I've gone to Aldi so many times in the last couple of months that I'm almost spoiled, and I don't know if I'll be able to function without going to one frequently. But let me know in the comments, you guys, what your favorite item is. Otherwise, thank you again so much for watching. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.